It is absolutely dripping with warblers right now. I didn't know ruby-throated hummingbirds fed on wingstem. This wildlife restoration trail is amazing. And this is why fall birding is the best. Zach Vaughan, ZVPhoto.com. And today we are back at Sewickley Heights Borough Park for yet another installment of Fall Bird Migration 2025. Let's go. So right now we're going to head up to the wildlife restoration area. Rained a lot last night, and usually from my experience, the mornings after a big rain, there's tons of warbler activity. And I think the best place to get tons of warbler video will hopefully be on the wildlife restoration trail. Now, when I was there yesterday, saw this ruby-throated hummingbird feeding on some wingstem. So hopefully we can get up there and grab some video and pictures of that. So let's check it out. So we just barely made it around the bend from the main trail. And right in front of us, the cutest little chipping sparrow just munching away at some grass seeds. So far, so good. So right when we came down the wildlife restoration trail, we had least flycatcher, magnolia warbler, common yellowthroat, and I've heard and seen probably about a dozen or so other birds, but they're just moving so fast, sometimes it's hard to really get a chance to identify them properly. But I am seeing a lot of activity heading over towards those locust trees. So maybe we go down to the middle of the trail and set up there and see what type of footage we can get. So we came down to the middle of the trail and set up in front of those locust trees. And tons of warblers have been coming in and active anting. Check out this Tennessee. There's also a thrasher calling behind me. As I've said in previous videos, this wildlife restoration trail is amazing because it has all these locust trees that are filled with these alligating mound ants. And what the birds will do is they'll land in these locust trees, grab the ants, squeeze the ants, which releases formic acid, and then the birds rub that formic acid on their body. And it's so cool that you can come here to Sewickley Heights Borough Park and see this very odd bird behavior. So we've continued to move down the trail a bit into that area we saw the ruby-throated hummingbird yesterday. And sure enough, within 5 minutes of us setting up, ruby-throated hummingbird came in and started feeding from the wingstem. Now, I never knew that ruby-throated hummingbirds would feed on wingstem. You know, I've seen a lot of other birds eat the seeds, and a lot of times there'll be little tasty morsels of worms and other insects in the leaves. So I'll see a lot of other birds in and around wingstem, but never the hummingbirds. And then, when it was done feeding on the wingstem, it moved about 10 feet down the trail and started feeding on false sunflower. So It's always crazy the things that you can see when you're out birding. So I just made it up to the top of the trail, and it is absolutely dripping with warblers right now. At one point, there were 3 male American redstarts chasing one another. And this is why fall birding is the best.